master. Bastila's the
It
key
matters
to the whole
because of
Republic
battle
war.
meditation.
The Sith must have found out that she was on the Endar Spire and set an ambush for us in this system. I believe Bastila was on one of the escape pods.
She moves away. You know, the whole reason
For the
she's
sake
up
of
here
the
is 'cause of
Republic
me.
war effort, we have to try and find her.
It's fine. You're good. See? Are you sure I'm not the dog? She's very sweet, and I do love her, but how can one...
Bastila is no ordinary Jedi.
Oh, here we go.
She has a rare gift the Jedi call
Battle meditation. 1!
Bastila's power
Are you
can
sure Trask
influence
didn't say
entire
battle
armies.
He did not.
Through the
Wow,
Force,
I thought
Bastila
he
can
did.
inspire her allies with confidence and make her enemies lose their will to fight. Often that's all it takes to tip the balance in a battle.
Also,
Of
but
course,
oddly
there are
was not
limits to what
helpful
she
in our
can
last
do.
battle.
From what I understand of her ability, it requires
Look, she can
great
win the
concentration
war.
and
She just can't
focus
save
to
the
maintain
Endar
her
Spire,
battle
okay?
meditation.
2.
The attack on the Endar Spire happened so fast, she never had a chance to use her battle meditation.
3.
Like
We're
us,
being
she
such
barely got
jerks
out
talking
alive.
over all the cutscenes. So that's 3. Remember that. I love
3
that, like, battle meditations. Eye-widening eyebrow raise that you're constantly
Bastila's
doing.
gonna need our
It
help.
looks like
Many
the
of
most
Darth Malik's
sarcastic
followers
thing
can
in
use the
world.
dark side of the Force, and the Sith have already killed more than their share of Jedi in this war.
Sure, whatever
Nobody
you
will be
say.
looking for a couple of common soldiers like us, and if we're careful, we can move about the planet without attracting notice. A luxury Bastila won't have. She's gonna have half the Sith fleet looking for her. They know how important she is to the war effort. The whole planet is under quarantine. No ships can land or take off. So if Bastila's gonna escape Terrace, she's gonna need our help, and we'll probably need hers.
Psh, whatever. I'm a badass. You don't know it yet, but you will. Eyebrow. Uh-huh. Gonna need her? Girl, I don't think so.
Good. We're gonna need to work together if we're gonna survive. While you were out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple of escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start. But the Undercity's a dangerous place. We don't want to go there unprepared, and it won't do Bastila any good if we go and get ourselves killed.
Sure, let's get
I'll tell
to
you
know
whatever I
Karth.
can, though I don't know how much help it'll be.
What do you know about Malik and the Sith?
Everything I know about Malik is pretty much common knowledge. He escaped the trap that killed Darth Revan, his Sith master. With Revan's death, Malik became the new Dark Lord. It's obvious that Malik's a ruthless tyrant who'll crush anyone who stands in his way, just like Revan was. Experience has shown that the Sith won't stop until the Republic lies in ruins. Malik and his Sith don't respect anything except raw, brutal power. It's hard to imagine how someone who used to be a Jedi could become such a monster.
No, it's not. You've seen Macbeth, right? A Jedi? What do you mean?
Malik and Revan were once both part of the Jedi Order, but they were young and headstrong, and against the wishes of the Council, they went to battle the Mandalorians on the
Now,
Outer
since
Rim.
all the aliens
Something
have these
happened out
long,
there. Something corrupted them
alien
and drew them
dialogue
over to the
sessions,
dark
I
side.
think you should give them all funny
Maybe
voices.
there was
Oh, I
something rotten
totally
inside
intend
them
on
all
doing
along.
that.
I don't
Good.
know. They
Good.
formed an army
This
of
was-
ex-Republic
this is the
soldiers and
important
Jedi
part.
who'd fallen to
No,
the
I
dark
just
side,
actually really
with
like
Revan
Karth's
at
voice
their
actor,
head,
so I'm letting
until
him talk.
Revan was killed by
I said
Basila's
funny
Jedi
voices,
strike
not
team.
barking.
But even that didn't slow the Sith down. Malik
I'm
just
excluding
stepped
you
in and
again.
assumed Revan's role. He took control of the Sith Armada and resumed the bloody
Karth,
conquest
I think, was one of
the
my
Outer
first
Worlds.
Polygon crushes.
She's just staring at me.
I hope you're right, but the Republic hasn't been able to stop them so far. even with
Romeo and the
support
Jedi.
of
I
Council.
like it.
I think Bastila may be the galaxy's last hope. Taris was once a magnificent planet-wide metropolis of towering skyscrapers, but that was a long time ago. The upper city where the rich citizens live is still pretty safe. If it wasn't for the Sith occupation and the planet-wide quarantine, it might not even be a bad place to live. But farther down, things have degenerated. The lower city is nothing but a slum overrun by swoop bike gangs, waging a never-ending war for control. And the undercity is... well, it's even worse. The lowest level of Terrace is a wasteland overrun by rat ghouls. Mindless, diseased mutants that attack on sight. I've already entered all this info into your datapad journal.
Now, see,
That's
if she actually
creepy.
played the Old Republic, she wouldn't be like cheering at rat ghouls.
He totally read my journal. No, I played the old...
Rat ghouls?
Yeah.
You didn't play it to get. You didn't get to terrorists on the Old Republic.
Oh, you're talking about the MMO.
Yes.
I'm not actually joyful about rat ghouls. I just
Because if you had, you would be like, no, never again, never ever again.
I don't like rat ghouls. I just remember when we were talking about New Vegas, you couldn't remember the name of those creature things, and you kept calling them rat ghouls. Riley. No. Mom is sleeping.
I think she wants me
Riley, you need to go snuggle potty?
to. You said that on like.
I did. What? Who doesn't say that to their dog?
This exciting.
That was a low voice woof, which means yes, human. I do require to use the facilities.
This exciting live stream let's play of Knights of the Old Republic, in which you see Kiri flail around like a crack-infused Muppet, and
Like a crack-infused
talk
Muppet.
about her dog going outside.
That's just how Muppets are, man. They're not actually crack-infused.
Yeah, how do you know?
I'd like to know more about you, Karth.
I understand why you want to know more about me. I kind of get the feeling we'll be spending a lot of time together over the next
kinda
while.
feeling
But this isn't really the
spending
best
a
time
lot
for
of
long
time
introductions. We should stay focused on the task at hand. There'll be a time for that later.
Oh, come on! Let me flirt with you! Gosh dang it.
Yeah, that's not awkward at all.
What?
2 minutes after waking up from your coma-like sleep, you're like, let's do it.
Zephyrin would have been into it. I wasn't saying let's do it, I just wanted to flirt.
So, Karth, I know we're in this life or death situation in which.
Good
Hey,
idea.
we
life
can
is
use
short,
abandoned
we
apartment
might
at the
die.
base.
I'm
We'll
gonna
probably get
flirt
some
with
equipment and
the dude
supplies
before
here in
I
the
do.
upper city.
Okay?
Just
I know
remember
we're
to
in this
keep a
life or
low
death,
profile.
Don't judge
situation
me.
in
Heard
which-
some grim
in
stories
which,
about the Dark
we can
Jedi
all die horribly
interrogation
and
techniques.
the
They say the Force can
the
do
entire
terrible
Republic
things
could
to a mind.
collapse.
Can wipe away your
But
memories
you're
and
gonna
destroy your very identity.
Plot!
But I figure if we don't
Plot
do anything
moment!
stupid, we should be
This
okay.
is an
I mean, after all,
important
they're
amount of
looking for
information.
And that's
Not
why
a couple
you're
of grunts
talking
like
about
us. All right, soldier, let's move out.
I think it's creepy that you went through my journal, just saying. Yes, I would like to add. Ooh, I have one of these. Assemble. Close. Yeah.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Talk to me.
Well, I've been a star
Now
pilot for the
talk to me.
Republic for years. Seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My
find that hard
homeworld
to
was one of the
believe.
first planets to fall to Malak's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop them. It shouldn't be my fault. I did everything I could. I followed my orders and did my duty. That shouldn't mean I failed them. I didn't.
Inquisitive.
No, I know. Don't worry about it. I must not be making much sense. You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At
don't
all, actually.
talk about my
I'm more
past.
used to
I'm
taking
dark
action,
and
keeping my
mysterious.
mind focused
Girls
on the
like
business
that,
at hand.
right?
So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
To the apartment. Since it's your first time leaving, you have to take Karth. Okay.
Since it's your first time leaving this apartment,
Right,
you gotta
you
take the
alien
other
scum.
dude. Sorry.
Everybody, get up against the wall. This is a raid.
I gotta admit, I love how this all goes completely instantly. Hey, we gotta keep a low profile. Not anymore. Well, I mean, we do. But did you notice the guy had to fire like 5
That's
times
how
to
we
kill him?
Sith deal with smart-mouth
But
aliens.
such is the life.
Now the rest of you,
of
get
the
up against the
chaotic
wall
good character.
before I
And he's
lose
like-
my
he's
temper
like-
again.
He's like
What's this?
Officer.
Humans hiding out with aliens? They're Republic fugitives! Attack!
He got that way by even being even worse shot.
Poor Exil, you should never have talked back to the Sith. Thankfully you are here to step in and help us, human. This is not the first time a Sith have come here to cause trouble for us, but hopefully you will be the last. Won't someone come searching for this patrol? Don't worry about the bodies. I will remove them so it looks like they were killed elsewhere. That should show off the Sith brought the track. With any luck, they won't be bothering us for a while. I don't know why he was French, but he totally was.
I don't know, he was kind of coming off the French thing pretty quickly.
Les poissons, hee hee hee.
No.
What? I'm just gonna loot your buddy, right? Oh, dang it, I can't.
Don't mind me while I pick his valuable items off his corpse.
Hey, don't say that like there's any shame in it. Sure.
On it. Done.
Hey, what's up, lady?
Who are you? What are you doing in here? You can't just come barging into someone's home.
But I did! Ha ha! I'm just looking for something.
Go, like, super.
That's no excuse. You can't just go around barging into people's apartments because you're curious. But at least you're more polite than that pig Holden.
Holden? I sense a quest.
Just one of Darvik's men
Oh,
who
wow,
can't
you're
keep his
kinda
hands to
behind.
himself. But all he got for his trouble was a nasty scar from my vibroblade. Too bad I'm the one still paying the price.
Oh no, now I can hear myself.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm in enough trouble already. Besides, I don't know if I can trust you. Well, I suppose you seem like an all-right sort. When I cut Holden, it made him back
Charisma.
off, but it also embarrassed him in front of his friends. Holden's a spiteful little hut slug. He went and put out a bounty on my head for what I did. That's why I'm hiding out here. I doubt it. Holden is one of Darvik's men. When you work for the local crime lord, the authorities tend to turn a blind eye. I'm afraid this is between me and Holden now. You could try, I guess. He usually hangs out at the
I
cantina
suppose I
in the
could
lower
trust
city.
you, strange
It probably
woman
won't
who
do
just
any
barged
good.
into my house
Holden's
with
used to
giant
getting his own
swords.
way.
Hey,
That's one of the
I'm
fringe
ridiculously
benefits of being a
charming.
goon for Darvik. Working for the local crime lord lets you get away with things.
Yeah, this
Still,
is
I
becoming
appreciate the
audio.
offer.
I can't listen to myself. Much better.
That will be behind you now.
Goodbye
It's
and good
behind
luck.
because we're
I hope you
actually
can talk some
secretly
sense into Holden.
Yes. You're watching the past. Shake that whammy, fammy, funky song. Well, I don't see too many of your kind around here. Most of the residents in this rundown old apartment are illegal aliens. Literally. My name is Larim, by the way.
Okay, do you know how weird it is to hear your weird alien voice while you're still talking to the woman?
Hey, that's not my fault. That's your fault. You don't want to watch it over here.
No, it's actually funnier this way.
Pleased to meet you, Larim. My name is Charlie. I know it's really none of my business, but you look like someone who might need to purchase one of the new energy shields. They're the latest thing, you know. Very high tech. I know all about energy shields. Oh, okay. Well then, you might be interested in knowing I have one for sale. It isn't cheap, but it could be the difference between life and death. I keep changing his voice.
Yeah,
You want to see what I have in stock? I know my kiosk isn't much to look at, but my prices are reasonable, and the merchandise is sound.
I love how this guy makes a giant deal
Oh,
about
shit, what did I just
shields,
say?
and they're literally everyone's got one.
By law, most aliens aren't allowed to have a residence.